Hello beauties, I'd like to share a wonderful, wonderful quote with you, which I came across many years ago and recently came across again, and then recently actually started reflecting and seeing how it's actually been playing out in my own life. And it's from Jim Carrey, and he said that many people live their lives through fear disguised as practicality. Many people live their lives through fear disguised as practicality. And I could see areas of my life where I've been doing this. I'm trying to be very practical and navigate this modern world and the systems in which we live. But underneath all of that, if you get really sensitive to yourself and your own behaviors and what's really driving you, you may notice that it's all driven by fear, a mindset of lack, fear, scarcity, a need for security and safety and predictability. And look, there's nothing wrong with that, but there's something else available to you that is so much more enjoyable, impactful, profound, and that is a complete transcendence of fear, which is love, which is living for what you love, doing what you love, creating what you love, allowing yourself to really taste all of the aspects of this physical experience, allowing yourself to take some risks, to do something new, to grow, to expand, to explore, all these wonderful things that cannot come if you're in a state of fear and just trying to be practical. You've got to pay your bills, you've got to get a house, you've got to settle down, you've got to put your roots down, all this stuff that people talk about. I'm not saying it's wrong. For some people, it's their truth. But you may be one of those people like me who knows that there's something more to be experienced here. And you know that that does not come from fear. Fear simply holds you back. Fear is constricting. It makes you shrink. Love, adventure, expansion, growth, creativity, innovation, true enjoyment of this one fleeting life that we have is also available to you. But you can't do that if you're living through fear and just being very practical in your life. Love and intuition and creativity and spirit and soul and what we're here to express, it's not practical at all. It's magical. And in my book, that's much better. But it is a way of living that, you know, a lot of us have been trained out of. And hence, when you look around in this world, you can see many, many people doing exactly as Jim Carrey says. They're living through fear disguised as practicality. So get self-aware. If any of what I'm saying resonates with you, spend a little bit of time just tuning into yourself and see, are my actions, my decisions, my choices, my behaviors, my lifestyle, everything that I've set up, underneath, is it coming from love? Or is it coming from fear? Is it expanding you, or is it constricting you? Is it making you happy and making you shine, or is it making you just feel a bit lethargic and, even worse, maybe miserable and depressed? Because we always have the choice. Are you going to choose fear, or are you going to choose love? And this is not just in our personal lives and our home lives. It's also at work. It's also in our companies. When we're looking to change things, to grow, to expand, to build a company, whatever you're doing, you know, any aspect of behavior that you're doing, are you doing it through fear and practicality, or are you doing it from creativity, inspiration, love, possibility, adventure? Those things in my book are so much more fun. And I would just love to see more people live like that. It's not the norm because we've been educated and conditioned out of it. And it's very natural in a part of the human psyche to move away from those things because it wants to stay safe and stable. But there's another quote, there's one around the comfort zone, which is that, you know, nothing happens within your comfort zone. Magic happens outside of your comfort zone. And there's another one, I think is from Van Gogh, I think, where he says that, you know, the beaten track is very well walked, but no flowers grow there. So if you're just following the same old path, fine, go for it. There's nothing wrong with it. But if you want flowers and you want magic, you've got to go on a bit of an adventure. And that requires following your heart, your soul, your excitement, your inspiration. And very often it requires leaps into the unknown. And that can get a little bit scary, but in a very good way. And so I hope that's given you something to think about, and I hope you're well. Take care, and I'll speak to you soon.